Guys, De'Aaron Fox, Jamal Murray head-to-head. We planned this show before the news comes out. I don't know what we could do.
You're supposed to do that.
You plan it ahead. Kentucky, we all know they had that run where all the great players were coming in from Kentucky. And we were looking at this. If you were to make an all-Kentucky starting five, who would be on it? Did we get a graphic, Kale? Waiting on approval. So we will not debut it. Eric is in transit back to the States. We're delayed on any type of graphic work. The all-Kentucky team, Dev, there's a lot of good players. I think there are only two players at this moment that are locks to be on. I think Anthony Davis in the front court is a lock.
And Ty Washington.
Only if you had listened to our merch guy, Myrtle.
Ty, dude.
Anthony Davis is a lock. I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is second in MVP odds right now, is also a lock. He has earned the status of a lock. That means there's 3 spots remaining, and if you're building this out somewhat coherently, you're going to have 2 front court, 3 guards, or 2 guards, 2 front courts, and a miscellaneous. You can go big, you can go small. So you got to choose between Devin Booker, Jamal Murray, De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Maxey, Malik Monk, Tyler Hero, and then in the front court, you've got Karl-Anthony Towns, Bam Adebayo, Julius Randle.
Anthony Davis
is a lock. Shai's a lock. Yeah. Those 2 guys, unless anybody thinks they're not a lock. So, Dev, if those 2 are locks, how do you fill out the other 3 in order?
If you're filling out a team.
You're filling out a team.
I'm going to throw in Devin Booker.
He's the next lock, too.
He's a lock.
I think he's a lock.
I feel like you have to put him in there.
But Jamal won't beat Devin Booker in a playoff. Booker beat Jamal. Oh, no, Jamal was out.
That's so tough. Like, I really think that at this conjunction, like right now, Devin Booker wins it out.
The thing about that series, here's what's tough about that series. Through 4 games, there's not a soul on earth that would have said Jamal Murray was better than Devin Booker in that series, through 4. In the last 2, though, Jamal kind of got the better, especially in Game 6. He cooked him. He was Booker that he kind of closed the series against.
And he also owns Devin Booker. Like, he wins every single time out. Like, the records are not really close when they go up against each other. But I don't think it's hard. It's Devin Booker versus
Jamal's the hardest player on earth.
Yeah, there's still another spot there, right? Like,
all right, there's still 2 more because you got a front court, but you also got a guard spot. Go front court first to keep us on a cliffhanger.
Well, there's the Bam Adebayo.
Yeah,
there's Bam Adebayo.
That's my dude,
Karl-Anthony Towns. That's a real competition.
Easy.
I think it's easy if you go off of not basketball.
What?
I don't think it's that easy for me.
How many this is driving me nuts, man. How many playoff games has Karl-Anthony Towns won? Forget series.
Not many. How many has the Heat won because of Bam?
A lot. That guy's great, man.
They have Jimmy Butler.
They're on a win streak right now. Butler had been out. He missed the game the other day.
Bam's good.
Bam's good.
I don't know. I think it's hard. It depends on what you like.
I like winning.
I think it depends on what you. If you hate corny people,
yeah,
Bam's your answer.
Yeah, I like
Bam's your answer.
Bam. Also, it's like is this one game in the tournament to save your all Kentucky lives, or is this a season? Because
same answer both ways. I don't care, man.
Well, for the Jamal Devin one, that would settle it for me.
Oh, I see. All right, so you have 1 spot open. Before we get to it, fill out your roster. I want to hear. You could save yours for the last now.
I'm gonna go Anthony Davis with SGA the locks, and then I'll take Bam. But I kind of get it.
No way.
The other thing was Towns. Whatever. I'm gonna go with Bam.
I might take Julius Randle over to Cat. All right, where are you going else guards though? So you have SGA.
I'm gonna go Booker.
Okay, and then Fox, Maxey, Murray. Tyler Hero?
Yeah, can I cheat a little bit or
you can go 3 guards. You can go 3 guards. Who's your third person? You just have a last spot. Is it Murray?
Yeah, I'm giving it to Murray.
Is it Fox?
I'm giving it to
Murray. You're giving it to Murray over Fox.
I'm giving it to Murray. Even though I've contradicted my own logic, I think, in taking Booker over Murray. Give me Booker and Murray.
All right.
I mean, there's still Tyrese Maxey out there.
And he does have a couple 50 pieces.
I like this point in the chat. Are we doing this as they are NBA players, or because John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins, when they were at Kentucky,
they're out, man.
Yeah, they're not active players.
Oh, right.
They're not
active.
we can open it up. There's way more players.
Wow,
but I'm saying
so
active.
old.
Yeah,
they don't play anymore. That's right.
So who's your last one? I left it on a cliffhanger for you.
I mean, I have to go with Jamal.
All right.
I have to go with Jamal.
How uncomfortable he is with this.
Because this is tough. There's no other team you're able to do this with. Like,
I know.
When you go through schools, everybody talks about their school. And I really never listened to Mitch. So, like, I just try to go against this. But when you put it on and you try to compare it to other, it becomes tough because I really do think that, I mean, Jamal, Tyrese Maxey, De'Aaron Fox, they all have their own. Tyler Hero, they have a pitch. I think that he's below them. But those three, it's interchangeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Fox is getting squeezed there. I mean, he's a really, really good player. There's something to having seen Jamal do it as many times when it matters most. But I think that feels more blasphemous to me to leave off altogether, than what you would say, like, if there were 15 games, how consistent would they be? Maybe Fox is better, but if there's one game to save my life, Jamal Murray, please.
I'm riding with Jamal. He's a winner. He just doesn't take the regular season as seriously, and it sucks. But he gets to the playoffs. I would love to see Sacramento, Denver. We might get it this year because I honestly think that would be like you'd walk out of that series knowing the answer. You know what I mean? I feel like you'd walk out knowing it, and we might get it this year, and that'd be great. I think if you're a Sacramento Kings fan, you're taking De'Aaron Fox 10 out of 10 times. If you're a Denver Nuggets fan, you're taking Murray 10 out of 10 times, and I think that's the way it goes. Booker is probably the number 2, the other guy there. And for me, it's easy. Bam Adebayo. Did you ever see the podcast? Because now Mike Miller and Udonis Haslem, they do that podcast, and they had Bam on there, and they were raving about Yoke. You remember that episode? Well, in that episode, Bam said, I'm the third best center in the NBA. It's Yoke, then it's Embiid, and then me. And you sit there and he was like, and first of all, I love it because I love when a guy, he can give respect to Yoke. You know what I mean? He can be like, I'm not that good, but I'm good. But you know who he didn't mention? Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns. Like, there are guys on there that he was not afraid. He was showing, yes, I have respect. I'm not just wilding. But I don't have respect for those dudes. Those dudes are beneath me. And I loved it. I honestly sat there and thought about it. I'd probably put Anthony Davis over Bam. But I don't know, man. I would actually be fun to see those guys go head-to-head in a playoff.
I think it's wild how, not to say that you're not, like, it's not deserved, but, like, how high you are on Bam.
I like it when a guy knows how to do his job.
He does know how to do his job.
He knows how to do his job. You're going to have Bam on your team. You're going to be a great defense that's going to execute the game plan at the highest possible level. And offensively, you're going to execute your offense, too. He's not like a great offensive player, but you're going to execute.
Dame Lillard said he's the best center in the NBA.
Dame said, oh, well, he put together his team. Yeah. He actually didn't say he was the best.
He said that's his team.
He said that's his team, but he didn't say that was his best. That was his top 5. I love Bam Adebayo. You're surprised by that? I think he's great. He impressed me in that finals. Like, look, man, Yoke's just better than him. But it was like Draymond. Draymond impressed me the other day against Yoke. Yeah. But he's not on his level, man. But it was perfect.
I'm high on him. I'm not as high as you, clearly. But I do think, like, I mean, there's a place that you should do your job. He does his job every single night, and he's such a elite defender that it makes up for so many other things. But he's also not only defense, and I think that's what changes it. But I'm not putting him over Anthony Davis. I just would never.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis to me is a bit of a loser, and Bam's a winner. So like, there's a little bit of that.
And Anthony Davis does have a title. I know it's the bubble, but he has a title. It matters.
It matters.
Yeah. And I don't know if he could do it again, but he
did shoot 20% better than his.
And I don't think he could do it again.
Ever. Yeah, that
he
one
did do
time,
it.
but whatever. He did do it.
He did.